All right, guys, now we're gonna do a push press. So a push press is after you've established the foundation of doing an overhead press. The push press allows you to do a couple of things. One is allows you to lift a little bit more weight. Also allows you to progress in your training if a weight is a little too light, but the next step up is too heavy. So what Sarah's gonna do is grab the outside handles if you're using a power core ultimate sandbag, and grab the inside neutral grip handles upon your fist if you're using a strength or burly. She's gonna do just a little core dip just to get a little momentum to drive the bag up and over the crown of her head. That way she can now slowly lower it down and then repeat. So that little balance gives her enough power to use the whole body to drive the weight overhead. Now she can work on eccentrically bringing the weight down and building that strength so that she can move up in weight. It's also great for metabolic conditioning because you're integrating the lower body and midsection with the upper body press. All right, guys, our rotational drill in this segment is going to be rotational high pull. So we're going to take the neutral grip handles, and it's going to allow us to sort of bear into changing the lever arm so you can get a little bit more depth at rotation. So you're going to stand up nice and tall. Now Sarah's going to pivot to one side like she's done with the around the world and other rotational drills. And what she's going to do is she's going to pull the bag up and close to her body. So she's going to push through her hip and quickly transition to the other side. Now you don't have to go all the way down the ground. In fact, you probably shouldn't go all the way down the ground. About knee height or slightly lower is perfect for most people. Now you're pushing through the hip, which makes the weight weightless and allows you to transition side to side. It's not an upright row with the shoulders, and you don't want to stop at the middle. You want to quickly transition to the other side, letting that hip absorb the force. All right, guys, so what we're going to work is a front hold lateral lunge. So by being in the front hold position, it's going to keep you a little bit more upright, but it's also going to force you not to flex forward in position. Well, what Sarah's going to do is she's going to step out to one side. She's going to make sure to plant, put her weight back on her heel to really load her glute and hamstring, drive up to that heel to come back to the middle. Then transition to the other side. Even though you're starting to hinge forward a little bit, you want to make sure to pull the bag in close to you, pulling those shoulder blades down and back. You want to create enough flexibility that you take a long enough lead step that you get a good stretch on that inside leg and that you don't let the foot roll as you go down into the movement. All right, guys, we're going to look at a staggered power clean now. Staggered position allows us to make it a little bit more unilaterally based. For you guys, what's really important is it allows you to get more out of the same weighted sandbag. So what Sarah's going to do is she's going to line the back foot up so the toes are in line with the front foot heel. Very important is that her back heel is off the ground. You don't want to have both feet planted. That means her left foot is now her predominantly pushing leg. Grabbing those neutral grip handles, she's nicely hinged over, back's closer to her back. She's going to explode and catch it right in that front loaded position. She's going to reverse it down. You see how she does a great job of keeping the elbows close and following the bag down. Let's do this 2 more. There you go. And so the bag never comes away from her body and never causes impact upon her body. Nice job, Sarah. And you never see that back foot drop down. So make sure that you pay attention to these little details and enjoy the benefits of the staggered power. All right, guys, last exercise in this series is around the world. Around the world is going to create a work for the hips as well as the torso. Think about you trying to wrap yourself around the bag rather than the bag come around your body. That'll make more sense when you see the motion. But what Sarah's going to do is she's going to start with her neutral grip handles. She's going to, again, start by pivoting the foot to one side. So that's going to create momentum to the bag going to one side of their body. She can continue coming across, wrapping around all the way. So you don't want to go very fast at first because you want to make sure to hit all the points of the movement, which includes the elbows coming way back and the back side. But you see how both feet begin to pivot to create momentum to the bag. So as the bag's moving around her body, she has to learn how to contract and relax different segments of her torso. So make sure to take your time in learning this exercise. Start slowly and then increase speed over time. you.